All right, you guys. So Ticket TV live streams. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Salute to my brother. A Weapons, he rep midlife music. And let's get into this video, man, and talk about James Harden. I got a mic check 1 2 1 2 first though, y'all. So let's get into this video, man. Y'all press one in the comments if y'all can hear me, man. I want to talk about James Harden, man, and how the Clippers basically folded and first ever game in a new arena in the Inuit arena. Um, Beautiful facility, beautiful arena, man. Packed arena. Um, James Harden started off this game very slow, man. James Harden was actually playing poor offensively to start this game, and the Clippers got down early. But the Phoenix Suns, who are not as good as what people think they are, in fact, I think the Phoenix Suns will get exposed this year, allowed the Clippers to get back in this game. Now, the Clippers will always be able to be around games because the Clippers are a solid defensive team, and I mean they got solid principles around them. So the Clippers are never going to be just a horrible team. They're always going to be able to compete. You know what I'm saying? Now, in that third quarter, James Harden came alive and scored like 16 points, went crazy in that third quarter to make up for the first two quarters that were so bad. But in typical James Harden fashion, when he comes up in the third, he's going to disappear down the stretch in the fourth and overtime. And that's exactly what happened. James Harden missed a potential game winning scoop shot at the end. Then, I mean, he just folded down the stretch in the overtime, man. The dude couldn't get nothing going. And the game slipped away from the Clippers, man. The only thing that was positive about James Harden was the fact that he moved the ball and got a couple of assists in that OT down the stretch. But other than that, man, James Harden, man, uh, man, bro, this is just tough, man, to look at this guy and really take a guy like this serious, man. At this point, man, like I said, he had 29 points last night, but on what 28 shots, 27 shots, something like that. So he did not shoot the ball well. He's going to be able to shoot it a lot this year. He'll have some nights where he catch fire, he hit shots. But this is exactly what James Harden likes. He likes to be able to be the man. This is what he wanted, to fill it up, to be able to fill up the stat sheet, shoot as many times as he want. And listen, do I think the Clippers will win some games? They'll probably win around 45 games. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, this is not a serious team. Kawhi Leonard, nobody knows what the hell is going on with him ever. You understand what I'm saying? The role players, they're starting to get older, as you guys can see. And this team was built perfectly around Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and the role players are getting older. It's just that their time has ran out pretty much, man, to win a championship because Kawhi's injuries have absolutely zapped and destroyed this team. This would have been the last window for them. But getting into that fourth quarter, man, like I said before, man, KD hits a big shot to basically help them extend it to overtime. And then from the overtime on, man, it's just James Harden could not replicate what he did in that third quarter and the end of the fourth quarter or the overtime to help the Clippers be victorious, man. And so the Clippers start their season and start off in their new arena the same way that they've always done, lose. And you got Kawhi sitting over there, and just like I said, man, it's just pitiful, man, watching these guys, bro. It's pitiful watching these guys, man. Now again, Ty Lue's gonna have to coach these guys up. They'll be competitive in a lot of games, but the Clippers are not going to make the playoffs, bro. They just not. They're not going to make the playoffs. The Clippers are going to be a playing team that comes up short. They're going to be a playing team that's fighting that comes up short, man. I don't have no faith in Kawhi Leonard. And like I said, you guys see it all right there on the court, man. I mean, you can't put it more plainer than day with these guys. You know, when James Harden is your leader and these guys, like I said before, and the West is stacked. You got Memphis out here, they're nice. You got the Denver Nuggets, they're good. They're still above level. You got the OKC Thunder, you know what they did. You also got all these other teams out here that's loading up in the Western Conference. The Dallas Mavericks just went to the finals last year. So all of these teams, the Sacramento Kings got better. They're better than the Clippers. So it's a whole slew of teams that's better than the LA Clippers, man. And it's just going to be a hard climb for them to try to. The Pelicans are better than the Clippers. It's just a bunch of teams, man. And the Pelicans don't even got Zion Williamson right now. It's just crazy. Every year it's the same crap with these guys. But, you know, like I told y'all, man, I mean, if I'm the Clippers, I want to get Kawhi in, play like 20 games. Hopefully he looks great, and I trade him, man. And that's the direction I go in with the Clippers. James Harden's going to play every game, but what I'm saying, as I said to y'all before, man, James Harden is just not that guy, man. And to the dude who said James Harden's going to lead him 50 games, I mean, that's your thoughts, brother. I don't think he can. I don't think he can lead this team to 50 games in this conference at this time. I think James Harden can still put up reasonable numbers. He'll probably average around 25, 26 a game this year, points. But they're just not good enough to consistently win those games, man. They're not better than these teams. They're not, bro. They're not better than all these teams. And that's just all there is to it, bro. And so everybody should see that. I believe people should take note of that. And I believe that is very important to understand, you know? And so, again, James Harden gave you a spark. Without that spark in that third quarter, James Harden had a horrific night. And so that spark in the third quarter was 16 points. I knew James wasn't going to do nothing in the fourth quarter and overtime because he blew his load in the third quarter. So y'all, let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody in the building, man. The Clippers do what they do. Get stripped down in the new arena in the first game of the season, man. And Kawhi does what he does. Sit over there in street clothes and watch. I'll holler, man. Appreciate all y'all tapping on in. Y'all know what it is. I'm gone.